Yes! Here we go!
Yes, yes. What up? What up? Hey, guys. Before we proceed with the main topics of the show, we need to start with the Reddit segment. KR, I found
Mm.
something. Don't know what you're gonna think about this, but just curious to see your what your thoughts are. What do you think about marriage? Let's start there.
Marriage is
Oh,
something very special.
it's special, right?
Special, yeah, should be special. And we've talked about marriage in these Reddit stories before, and people seem to deal with it like it's a friendship.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
married and open the relationship. I mean, why would you marry? But okay.
yeah. So I do agree with you as well, and I think let's guys let us know what you believe marriage is about. Do you think it's something important? Yes or no? Well, this story has something to do with marriage, or at least
Hmm.
a possible marriage. The caption will follow now. Woman rolls, whoa, that's wrong. Rolls her eyes after being proposed to. That was Ebonics. Let me see. Yes, after being proposed to.
Was she an ebony?
A what?
Ebony.
Not.
She said ebonic, so she
Yeah.
rolled her eyes. So I'm asking.
Well, I don't think it says so, but let's read the text to see whether you think it she is or not.
Okay.
Okay. And I quote, I want to apologize to everybody I have offended with my third update because there have been multiple updates. This is the fourth update.
Okay.
It's
You
not
got
my
a
intent.
total four.
Yeah, it's not my intention to look down on anybody, but I wish there was more understanding about her situation, of course.
Mm.
And especially since I had nobody to talk to.
Mm.
Nobody responded who responded to anything I had to say in my life. Nothing to say when I cried, pleaded, and explained. That's what we call a disclaimer or excuse. Let's see. I have left my ex's house. I left a day before the sheriff was supposed to come.
The sheriff?
I could not stand my ex's stunts anymore. Yeah, I have left my ex's house. I could not stand my ex's stunts anymore. Saying goodbye to my daughter nearly broke me, but I am committed to finding a way to see her regularly. Um, well, she's basically saying a lot of things about how she felt. Uh, but we can go straight to the story. Yesterday after dinner, my boyfriend of 52 years of age, a boyfriend for they've been together for 30 years, proposed to me, a woman of 53 years of age. So she's 1 year older. Basically, they're the same age, more or less. He just walked towards me holding a box and said to open it. It was a ring. And I had pictured this moment a million different times, but never thought I'd be so uh, apathetic. My boyfriend then said that he was retired now and wants to kick back and enjoy life with me and would love to do it all with me as his wife. A nice speech and all, but from the 5 year mark of our relationship onwards, I had been making clear my deep desire to marry and was consistently dismissed given empty promises. Gaslit. We had been through the gamut with the therapy, and one counselor implied that me telling him we needed to go to therapy and getting his butt on the couch still means nothing if his mind has been made up. I was in denial about the fact that he was just giving me the false illusion of progress to stall. My boyfriend and I have four kids. The oldest three are adults, while the youngest is 15. She was sleeping over elsewhere when all this went down. All of her kids went to a private school filled with typical Southern soccer parents. I had to endure PTA mom's jabs about me not sharing a last name with my kids. Preteen years were hell because the other kids would taunt my kids by saying your dad would rather sin and go to hell than, than marry your mom. My
That's
boy,
and that's the kind of community they live in. Okay, clear.
Bible thumpers. My boyfriend's mom would tell him marriage would be selfish on my part. It's just a piece of paper. My boyfriend ended up rising up the ranks until he became an executive.
Mm.
I was a stay at home mom, so I felt like there was always a power imbalance.
What?
Excess, exasperated by the fact I could be tossed anytime. Some women would like that. I partly did stay because I wanted my kids to have the best life and because I felt lucky and proud to be partnered with such an intelligent, successful man, but also because I loved him. I loved him. Past tense. These past few years, my boyfriend's career has taken a downturn. He will never be poor, but the company he was part of took a nosedive during 2020, and he had made enemies out of associates and board members.
Mm.
I had to take a sip of coffee for that one. He decided to step back from his role and take the generous severance agreed upon. Now he is living off his investments and wants to relax. So he's a smart man. You would call
You
him
said
something.
he's a smart man earlier. Few
I did,
seconds ago.
yeah. I did not like how his career ended and how he treated people and had been deciding whether I wanted to leave and find somebody else after our youngest turns 18. I'm not done yet, man. That
Bro,
was a
what's wrong with people? Oh man. Hey, continue,
So
continue.
the proposal was a shock because I should hope that he noticed I have avoided conversations about the future as of late. He rattles on about downsizing our house so we can travel and also cutting back on our other expenses. But we're not married, so it's all his money slash house anyway. He did notice my eye roll and was offended. He asked what's wrong, and I said that suddenly now that he's downsizing, I'm good enough to marry. He got mad and said that
Oh, bro, what the heck? Continue, continue. What is this?
uh, I suddenly think our relationship is disrespectful and started implying I was a gold digger. I was so angry, I walked out and said I might just go out looking for a respectful relationship because I don't know what respect is anymore. So, KR, your thoughts?
What do you want me to say, man? Yo, some people throw their own. Uh, hey, yo, what?
Do you think her reasons are valid or is she self-sabotaging?
She's self sabotage. Definitely self sabotage. So she's taking things out of context like crazy. So now he's downsizing. She's good enough. What kind of what kind? Yo, that's a weird way of thinking. That's a
Yeah, I would
interesting
think so
way
too.
of viewing this whole thing.
Yeah.
Um. So one thing the thing with marriage is that if a man is not ready, he won't propose to you. That's a fact. Some people get um pressured into proposing. He's not one of them because he's used to pressure as an executive.
Hmm.
So he won't bend like people do with Diddy. And basically he waited for the right time. He thought this is now a good time, and he wants to relax a little bit. He's worked hard his whole life, provided for his family, who he thinks is his family, and yeah, I,
It seems to me like the everything that she was saying was things that other people were saying. So
yep.
other people were saying things and she let that go to her head. Now there is an update, and there are three updates. I started with the last update, but the third update is, um, and I'm gonna read it completely because it's also long. But it says the unconscionable happened. A judge is letting my ex-boyfriend evict me. A judge who is supposed to uphold the laws of fairness, morality, and for years I assumed kindness found in favor of my ex-husband, of my ex-boyfriend.
That's her still.
Yeah, that's her.
So
Yeah.
he kicked her out.
Well, she said that she would leave, right? And apparently she asked for an eviction, saying that it's not her house. I mean, if they had gotten married, then she would have probably had something to say. But
This is why he didn't marry her. This might sound fucked up. This might
yeah. I mean, this is always a risk that
Wow.
stay at home wives and stay at home mothers always talk about, is that when they're dependent on one source of income, on the man, they feel like the man can kick them out at any given point in time. As KS used to say, KR, you chose the man. So
Yeah, but the thing is this, and this is the self-sabotaging of this, right? She
mm,
always wanted to marry him, but he didn't want to marry her on her time. He wanted to marry her on his time.
yeah,
She didn't like that. He wants to marry her now. She doesn't want to marry him and wants to start all over again with someone else.
yeah,
So he wants to. So it's not like he's throwing her out. She threw herself out. I think KS Kevin Samuels is has been saying this, and I think the statistics are that most of the time it's the women that break up relationships.
yes,
So in this case, it's not like he is replacing her. He wanted to continue with her, and the fear is more, and maybe it's projection a lot of times. These fears, because you're projecting that what's going in your mind on
mm,
someone else. Because most of the time, I don't think I think I in general I think men are the romantic ones in on the market.
yeah, I think so too. One thing that also it's also worth mentioning is that she started applying for jobs, but
It's done. What are you doing?
and she didn't get it. Police were talking in a certain way, and she's saying, "How can the world um, treat a mom like this?" and so on and so forth. Yeah, it's sad. Let me start there. It seems like the woman checked out already, right? Because she said that
A long time ago.
she was basically waiting so she was basically waiting the last 3 years until the
The one that's old enough.
youngest daughter turned 18 to leave. So she was already 1 foot out. I think what she didn't expect, I think she wanted to go out on her terms, and now she's having to go out on his terms because she probably would have had everything prepared before leaving.
What do you mean by that?
If you know in your head that after 3 years you're leaving, she wanted to leave, but on her terms. So probably
Oh,
would
you
have
mean
start
before
looking for a
being
place
kicked
and
out
looking
right
for a
now?
job. Yeah. And then
Mhm.
start leaving.
Yeah.
Uh
The thing is, she pulled the rug on herself.
yeah.
I don't understand. That's why I'm started laughing because I already saw where this is going.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. So first of all, the guy wants you. It's not like he's replacing you. You just don't want, like you said, she tuned out already a long time ago. So it's not. I mean, at this point, for her, anything is disrespect. Anything what he would do is disrespect because she say asking her to marry him is disrespectful in her eyes. How is that disrespectful? You're the
Yeah.
she's the mom of his kids, and he wants to finalize everything and leave everything back. Now she's going her own way, without zero experience, work that hasn't worked since forever. So good luck finding a job that can pay you enough to pay rent. He won't give you alimony because you weren't married to him. Um, you won't get child support, or if you get, it's only for 3 years. Uh, um, and you have to find a new place to
Yeah.
live.
So let me tell you what the reactions are. A 65-year-old lady response. I've seen this scenario happen so many times. It has never been a good thing for a woman involved. In fact, it has been an outright tragic disaster. Poverty is knocking on your door and it wants in. You have screwed yourself over in so many ways, the biggest of which was not to work over the last 30 years. Not to work over so staying at home. You have no investments, no social security units earned, no 401k retirement, and no property. You made another huge mistake by not just grabbing that ring and immediately marrying your boyfriend, thereby cementing your ability to share in some of his investments. I don't care how underappreciated you felt, it was a moment in time and now it's gone. A good lawyer may help depending on where you live, because sometimes cohabitation for a long time does grant someone
Yeah,
rights. It's yeah, you can't be living if you're dependent 30 years long on a
yeah.
person. Then yeah, definitely she can get something there.
You just give her a care package, man.
Yeah, but it's no guarantee. If you immediately married when he proposed and he lived at least 10 more years, you would have been able to get widow's benefits. So these women are spitting games here.
What's this game?
A 30-year-old moment is responding, holy ish. This is the most brutal, eye-opening response I've read in a while. People try to say marriage is just a piece of paper, but it's a whole bunch of legal protections and social acceptance too. There's a reason LGBTQ folks fought for it. Another person, if she has a foot out the door, she is doing a really ishy job. Life is gonna wreck this woman if she leaves this dude. She hasn't prepared at all to be on her own, and so on and so forth. And they are true. And like I said, KR, uh, I think that if you, as a man, I'm not gonna say that as a woman because we all know women won't do that. They won't get a dime from a woman if you're the stay-at-home father.
Hmm. Yo, yo, yo.
You're never gonna get a
Hey,
dime.
hey,
You
yo.
know they're not gonna dime.
Yo,
But
this
for
is crazy.
for a man, I think it's if you live with someone for 30 years and the woman is the mother of your four children, you should take care of her. You should continue to take care of her in one way, shape, or form. Um, you can't just throw her out. I don't think that's proportionate nor fair, no matter what the law says. Now, everything depends on what happened, of course. If you find out one of the kids isn't yours, yeah, that
Yes, definitely you're right on that. What also added is how she disrespected him at the end.
yeah,
That's the biggest problem here because I don't think I think like I said, she pulled the rock on herself. It's this is the crazy. I'm sitting here listening to the story and I'm like, dude, what the heck are you doing? You're 50 years old. You've lived together for more than 30 years. What do you think is out there?
yeah. Nothing good is out there. But they
Nothing.
always say, the grass is always greener on the other side. So what I think is that what I think that what I think is that the she thinks that the life out there is better. The thing
Right.
is that when you're older, it's gonna be very difficult to get into a new relationship. Now you can, but usually it's gonna be like a fun relationship. You
Yes.
know, hey, let's go here, let's go there. People always see. I always say, the funny thing is, people that are not in relationship want to be in relationship, and people that are in relationship think it's the bomb to be not in a relationship. KR, I know people who will this example is like a real example. It just shows you the problem, right? People will basically record themselves and say, "Oh, this is my birthday week" or whatever, boss lady, all those things. And when you talk to them in person, no, I had a terrible day. I had a stomach flu. Oh, the trip was horrible. So it's, but a lot of times people see that and then they want that.
Yeah.
They want to, they want what's not real.
Explore. They want to explore and
Yeah,
experience things that they
yeah,
think it's the FOMO. It's the
yeah,
fear of missing out.
yeah. And I think a lot of things are misconstrued or mixed because on the one hand they say they want a at the one on the one hand they say they want a um the marriage for, it's godly because then they invoke God into it, right? It's godly, but then it's really about the wedding, because if you look at what marriage really is, they're not really prepared
Securing
for
the
it.
funds
What?
and securing the funds.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's when you look at it, it's like, are you really ready for marriage? Are you ready to fight? My grandparents were married 52 years before
Mhm.
my grandmother passed away.
Mm.
And to say that their relationship was easy, it wasn't.
Mhm.
But I saw two people were always together, always working. They had their fights, but it's like they were solid together. And that I believe a lot of people are not prepared for, because a lot of people don't have that example either, Care.
That's the thing. That's the thing. They haven't seen it how that dynamic works. Well, we talked about this off screen, of course. The thing is, a lot of times people only see one parent, or they don't see. I mean, people emulate what they see a lot of times, right? That's why a lot of women that come from single mom homes seem to have a bit more masculinity in them. It's just in general. I'm not saying all of them, but it seems like a higher percentage, and that also, you don't see how to work together with a different gender. You don't see how your parents or your grandparents work together. You don't see the dynamic that goes into a long-standing relationship or a marriage. I mean,
Yeah,
marriage in general is you have to be there has to be a level of selflessness into that. You have to be able to put, well, on both sides. I'm talking about the man or a woman. Both of them are sacrificing. Men sacrifice a lot, women sacrifice a lot, but the people don't look into the other's corner a lot of times. They only
yeah,
look at their corner. I'm
yeah,
sacrificing a lot. They don't see the other one
yeah,
sacrificing as well a lot. So I think that's the biggest problem.
yeah.
There is a lot of distortion with TikTok and all these short um reels
Content.
and
Yeah, yeah,
content that seem to keep re-aggravating that selflessness, or kind of shine only a light on that part, where basically at a certain point people see the relationship as a transactional thing, but
yeah.
it's not. It's you get value, you give value. um
Yeah, as soon as you go, as soon as you want, as soon as you start counting,
yeah,
keeping
that's
record, I did so many things, you did just one thing, it's over, KR.
yeah,
It's over. It's not fair. It's not 50-50. Like you said,
100 100.
people always look at themselves, their corner, what they did, and they see like, hey, my woman didn't do this for me, or my man didn't do this, that for me. But what did he or she do that you didn't see?
Yeah.
Ungrateful bastard. With that being said,
Danny. Hey man.
welcome to another edition of the Double Touch Show. Guys, let us know what your thoughts are. Do you believe the woman was right to roll her eyes, or do you believe she self sabotaged? Maybe you have a different take. Please let us know in the comment below. Also, guys, we want to remind you, for those of you who are watching but are not subscribed, remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell. In today's show, we're going to talk about Russell Simmons shocked that he was served in Bali. He's in Bali, right? He's in Bali.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Venezuelan migrant Leonel Moreno. We talked about him last week. How is he doing this week? Or we talk about Kendrick Lamar. This is Drake and J. Cole and a bunch of other stuff. As I said, guys, your subscription to our channel is very important. So thank you for that. Remember to rate the show by pressing the like button, share the video with your friends, your family, and your enemies, and don't forget to comment and let us know your thoughts and opinions on what we talk about. That being said, we can start with the first topic.
Let's do this.
Yes, let's start right away with Russell Simmons, man. Russell has been well, we talked on Monday about Diddy, but before there was a Diddy, there was Russell.
Explain, please.
Explain. So I'm gonna pause a bit deeper into this one. I'm gonna pause before that. No Diddy. What? So there have been before all these Diddy stuff. There was already rumblings about Russell Simmons. Russell dated an underage girl, Kimora Simmons, back in the days. Russell has been alleged of doing some SA stuff.
They got married, right? Kimora and
They got
Russell.
married at the end. Yes, they got married. But I mean, when you start the relationship at 16, 17, it might give a different look at the whole situation. People always talk about power dynamics, but the funny thing is, women usually like powerful men. But anyway, let's continue. Um, it is true. It is true.
It is true. Yeah,
It is
it is true.
true. Come on, man. Let's be honest. Let's all be honest. Let's not talk about power dynamics while everyone wants the best mate possible. Um, even men, even bums. Let's continue. The Russell had some allegations, some rumblings, and what he did was, you can say, very smart. Unlike some of the other moguls, he decided to change his life up because he saw the train coming down the road. He said, I'm gonna go to Bali because I'm gonna devote my life to
The Buddha.
the Buddha meditation. It happens to be that Bali also doesn't have no extradition laws. But it happens to be. You combine
Uh,
both, you have a beautiful life. But the thing, to his surprise, he was served earlier last week with a with a lawsuit in Indonesia. They went to Bali to serve him, and it's a lawsuit that was a defamation lawsuit by Drew Nixon, former music executive, and she is after him um, over negligence of her SA claims. And basically, they're trying to hash it out. She's been trying to. Um, Simmons has been accused in the past for being an SA empathizer by Terry Crews in 2017, after Terry was accused of inappropriate. No, not Terry. Terry accused someone else of being inappropriately touched by WME agent Adam Bennett, and what Russell did was send him a text asking him to give Bennett a pass. So, as for Drew Nixon, she claims that Russell art her a grapefruit
mhm.
grapefruit her in 1995 and went on concert and on a concert and malicious campaign to discredit her story. So here we are. He's being sued and being served for this case, and let's see how it ends, man. But he was very surprised about this whole thing because he thought you can serve someone who's living in probably in a different country. RJ.
Yeah, I mean, getting served and being extradited are still two different things, right? So,
Yeah.
um,
And this is also a civil lawsuit. It's not a criminal
Yeah.
one.
So yeah, a civil case can go in absentia, so you don't need to be there in person. And yeah, probably he'll have his lawyers there to defend him. But yeah, as you said, Russell Simmons, of course, these are all allegations, but they were very prevalent. I don't know whether or not him leaving to Bali had to do with the extradition, or at least whether or not that was the primary reason. Because Bali is a very beautiful place. It's also a very cheap place. So if you have a little bit of money, you can live like a king there. It's a very touristy place, though. So I understand there are other islands that are more chill, relaxed. It's just funny to me that this happened like a couple of weeks after Usher visited him.
Oh, that's
So,
cool. It's Usher with the fats. It's
well,
Usher.
Usher is with Diddy, and there are the rumors. So,
Yeah, there are rumors out there. That is true, though. That's true. He was there to visit.
and
To
Usher
visit the
did
band.
discovered Bieber.
And Beaver discovered Diddy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway, so
I need to chime in this dude. I think Russell. I'll be honest. I think it's very. The coincidence is very high. That's the only thing I'm trying to say. Not saying that he's guilty or whatever, but I think it's very funny that for all the places he could have gone to, he went to exactly the place where there is no extradition. So
yeah, maybe. Just to get back to what I was saying, because this is of course
Bahamas was also a good island. It's a beautiful island. You know that, right?
where
Bahamas.
the Bahamas too. I
Bahamas
didn't know.
is a
I didn't
very
know.
nice island to go to.
I
But
didn't know that.
it happens to have also beautiful homes. And guess also who was there?
Uh,
Friedman. Freed. And he was extradited to the US after he
yeah,
was caught up. So
that's true. That's true.
let's continue. You want to say something?
Yes.
Let's close it out.
No, I'm just saying. I was making a joke, but maybe it's not that big of a joke. Well, it's a civil lawsuit, so yeah. Let's stop. I wanted to get a bit more conspiracy theorists because I was like, if they were tapping Diddy's phone, that probably led to tapping Usher's phone, and tapping Usher's phone probably led them to know his exact GPS location. So, on the
So,
other, but yeah, but I think he has a school there as well, right? Or a place to meditate. Uh,
ashram, something like that.
so I mean, then it would be easy to find,
Yeah.
not difficult to serve you where you are. Yeah. Next.
Next. Let's talk about the migrant, Leonel Moreno. We talked about him last week. He was a very vocal,
Outspoken.
outspoken, talking about how to squat. Sometimes ish hit the fan, and sometimes you gotta shut up and keep your head down
So it
because
doesn't
not
fall in your mouth.
because not even a week later,
Lograron.
not even a week later, the guy is on TikTok. Can you see him?
Yeah.
This is what he had to say.
Gente, lograron lo que querían.
Wipe your snot off your nose, pendejo.
Y que llegó a mi familia.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Todo lo que está pasando es culpa de la maldad de ustedes. Y gente, estoy aquí frente del mundo que está presenciando un acto de persecución a mi familia.
It's gross, man.
Disculpo.
The snot is in his mouth, dude. What are you doing? This is... Come on. Let's
Por
continue.
todas las personas que hicieron videos de odio en contra de mí. Y especialmente a Carlos Eduardo Espina lo culpo también
Who's that?
de lo que está pasando. Porque por él me están persiguiendo.
No,
No, I don't think that's it, man.
hey, guys, if you cannot speak Spanish, get your Spanish up because I mean that's gonna be the first language in a couple of years anyway. But
In the US, you mean?
in the U.S., yeah, I'm talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
U.S.
It's the rest of the world would be Chinese,
Well, Chinese,
Mandarin.
Mandarin, whatever it is. But hey, the guy is saying that someone else, it's his fault, it's someone else's fault that they are persecuting him. They're trying to find him. It's the same guy who last week was talking about
How?
run up in the homes, make them yours.
Yeah, squatting. Get you a house for free.
Get you out for free. I'm gonna start. He said this. I'm gonna start a company that helps people get into those homes. That's what he said.
Yeah, but isn't he trolling? Seems like he's trolling.
Well, let's continue watching.
Los Illuminati están detrás de mí
The-
por
the
todo lo
Illumi-
que revelé.
yo, wait. Dude said the Illuminati is behind this for everything that I've revealed. The only thing.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Hey, these people, this guy is funny, man. He's funny, but
Mi gente, ayúdeme.
that's
Mi
too
gente,
late.
por favor, ayúdeme.
With
La
the kid.
maldad no puede llegar aquí a mi hogar. Si
You
me
see?
quieren, mi
What do
cuenta
I?
es Leito Oficial 30, muchachos, para que me apoyen y estén pendientes de lo que está pasando. La maldad nunca reina.
That's why you're
That's,
going to jail.
Mi lograron vencerme, muchachos.
he made like
Sí. Lograron derrotarme.
no.
Estoy parado presente, todo el mundo dirá, Leito, ya vas a
No,
llegar.
This
is
man
this
is
an,
singing
is,
with not coming out of his nose, man.
is that a serenada? Is that a serenade?
Yo nunca muero, estando en
Look at the snot on
corazones
his.
de
Come
muchas
on, dude. They should lock
estado
you up for this
presente yo
alone.
todos los días, por eso no niego. Yo
He
sigo parado,
continued.
por
I'm
eso
just
no
pressing to the
estamos
videos right now.
presentes en la... Good morning, my people. Mi gente, hoy nos levantamos con la bendición de Dios.
Okay, so what is the latest? What is the latest about him?
Let me know. You started a GoFundMe.
Nah, well, he should have started a GoFundMe
What happened?
because it was revealed yesterday. You know where I'm going.
I've been reading the caption, so I know where you're going.
They caught up to him. He's going back to Venezuela. He's going back to Maduro, probably. They'll open. They'll receive him back with open arms, probably. I have no idea, but it's not looking good, man. The ice got to him. He was in Columbus, Ohio, and is now in federal custody. In the Fox Bills Milligan reports, as they report. So here we are. The guy basically he was already a couple of times. He was caught by the ICE in the past and was deported, but he continuously came back in. And probably this won't be the last time we hear from him. Probably it will be the last time we hear from him in the open market on the social media, because I think it's very stupid when you are in the situation he's in and you're as loud as he was.
Yeah. I don't think he expected this video
To go
to
viral.
go viral like that, you know?
Yeah.
So basically saying there's this squatting legislation, enter into a house, make it yours without paying. I mean, you're basically telling people to do something, and that's a funny thing, right? You can't say that they're doing something that's illegal because the law says that it's legal.
Yes.
So the breaking and entering is illegal, but the staying isn't. So when you tell people to break and enter, that's basically telling them to commit. It's basically incentivizing people to do something that they shouldn't.
Yeah.
But hey, these are all the consequences of those laws. I mean, a country can't be 100% capitalistic because you need to as a country take care of people who are less
Who
fortunate,
says
who
that
need
they are
support.
capitalistic?
No, I'm just saying general. I'm just saying general.
Okay.
Nah, this isn't. I'm talking about the U.S.
Okay.
But you need to have social programs. But when you go too far, you get this. People who don't do anything can enter into a million dollar house, $5 million house, make it theirs because you're not living in it and they need a house.
Yeah.
That's what happens. So hey,
It also happens in Beverly Hills. I don't know if you heard that story.
I don't think I did.
Not a couple of miles away from where LeBron stays, there is a home that squatters are living in,
I saw that. I think I read it. I think you sent it to me.
and there are parties every night. Diddy like parties
In
with
Beverly Hills.
Pink. Yes, in Beverly Hills. Yeah, I mean that's normal there, but okay.
I
Might be
guess.
some people's sons might be joining that party. But anyway, we'll see where Leonel ends up. He might return to social media, but next time maybe we'll see him in another location, back in the beautiful
Uh,
country that's called Venezuela, where everyone is happy and living a full.
Venezuela, yeah, it's a beautiful country. I always say that Venezuela's a beautiful country. It's a shame that the situation, the political, social political situation is like that. It's a beautiful country. I think if I was him, I would start a vlog. Getting back to America, part 5.
Hey, let's talk about other things because last week you shared a story about the woman that was um, deleted when she found two squatters in her home. I don't know if you recall that. They basically, the story was that there was this woman that came from Spain to the apartment of her mom to basically clean stuff up and maybe try to rent it out. But she found a couple of squatters. What happened was the squatters basically deleted her and put her in a duffel bag, and then they drove away with her. With her,
Wait. What did they put him in? A
a
duffel
duffel.
black?
Nah, I said duffel bag. Come on, man. Come on.
You said duffel black, man.
I said
You
bag,
really,
man.
you said duffel black.
Yeah,
Guys, let me know. Let me know. Please
um,
let us know in the comments what you heard. This dude just said that they put him in a duffel black. That's that's what you said. That's a hell of a Freudian slip, I'll tell you.
well,
You should
well,
be
the people.
ashamed. You should be ashamed of yourself. Man.
Well, the police revealed that they have arrested the people who did it. Two black.
Uh,
Oh man, this is horrible. And the crazy thing is, they are teens actually,
are
a
they? Are they?
19-year-old and a 16-year-old.
Are they? Are they local though?
Haley Tejada and Kensley Alston. They don't say that they are.
Yeah,
Uh,
because they look. Yeah, I mean, in any case,
they look fresh off a boat. That's what you're trying to say.
no. Hell no, and I'm not gonna follow that one up. So please proceed.
Oh man, but see, they are accusing them for. I think if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken, they were not American citizens, from what I understand. So yeah, man. So basically, they are gonna do time. Probably gonna set their whole lives in jail
yeah.
over some dumb stuff.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. That's crazy if you think about it.
I don't know what the situation is, because you need to remember as well that of course there are exception of people who will who will squat just to squat. Remember the guy that entered into the $6 million house had a job where he earned 150,000 a year, I believe. So he was just squatting just to do it. But some people who squat really don't have a house. And when you need to when someone is entering, trying to take you out, get you out of their house, for you it's like life and death. For the woman who passed away, unfortunately, it was heritage left behind by her mom, if I'm not mistaken. But she doesn't need it. She has other things. But those people were there thinking like, oh no, I'm gonna lose my house. And then, they went overboard.
But it's not your house.
I know it's not, but I'm just talking about the rationale.
You,
They have more
you-
to lose.
you're
That's what I'm
trying to
saying.
talk the lawyer talk right here.
I'm just saying that they have more to lose. And
Yeah.
so they will do everything, at least as much everything possible to stay, to not go back. I understand that it's not their home, but that doesn't take away that when someone enters into the house, they feel like, oh no, we're gonna lose the roof over our heads.
Just make sure when you're entering a home that is vacant for a long time, enter with your blicky so you can defend yourself. Or yeah, you can defend yourself. Let's keep it to that line right there. Let's keep to that line. I'm gonna instruct anyone to do anything. Just defend yourself. If they see you and they run up to you with a knife, you can defend yourself. Because
Yeah,
people are crazy out here.
yeah. Just don't go with a duffel black.
Yes, don't go. Oh, what I wanted to say just a second ago. Hey, let's continue, man. Let's continue with other things happening in the streets because not only squatters, but Kendrick dissed Drake, J. Cole on the latest song by Future on the album We Don't Trust You with Metro Boomin. Did you hear the song?
I didn't. Only the headlines. Only read
Only
the
the
headlines.
headlines. Ooh, apparently he's a lot of people have been enjoying this, and people are choosing sides. Even the big boss is choosing sides. Rick Ross was riding around listening to the Like That verse on Future and Metro Booming album. I cannot play it because don't want to get a strike, but yeah, man, it's tough. Kendrick is out here taking off hats, but apparently Drake has been sneak dissing for a while. Sneak dissing, telling stories, alleging certain things about Future. People are saying that whole album is a shot towards Drake.
I didn't know they had beef.
But no one knew until you look back at this album and you go back, try to trace what was said. And then you can read, if you read between the lines, you can see that why Future might have taken some things the way he did. Because there are sometimes, I mean, Drake is a really interesting writer. He writes things and leaves it open. So he says certain times like he's taking shots at Future, saying the guy who once claimed OVO is not anymore with us and all that stuff. But he and two lines later you can read what he if you put it in the context you understand he's talking about Future and all that stuff. So and he did it also with Kendrick. So the whole album seems to be a full shot towards Drake.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since we saw any beef or any diss tracks in hip hop.
But do you really believe it's like the beef?
I mean, there's something, right? Not saying that they hate each other or anything like that. I mean, you gotta get some excitement.
Maybe it's like lyrical beef, but not like
Yeah. Oh no, it's
beef.
not. It's not like they're gonna diddy each other. Oh no, not like that. By the way, well, I
They
meant The Tupac way.
did each other can go
The Tupac way.
can be interpreted in so many ways.
I mean the Tupac way. Nah, but um, yeah. So it's been a long time since the top guys have had any shots thrown at one another, and people are saying Kendrick has a cannon in his back pocket, waiting for Drake to respond, and Drake hasn't responded yet.
Yeah, but it just dropped, right?
Well, last time around, I don't know if you remember when it dropped like more than a week ago, about a week ago. So
Yeah.
so you would expect some response, but maybe
Yeah,
Drake.
but how fast? How fast?
Last time when Drake was beefing with
Meek Mill?
Meek Mill, it went pretty fast. To the point he
Yeah,
dropped
but
2 diss tracks in 5 days.
who did?
Drake.
Yeah, but against Meek Mill.
Yes.
I mean, it's just like me challenging Jamaran to a basketball game. He doesn't need to warm up to beat me. But when you go to or to shoot, but
Matrix Morant. We should call him Matrix Morant these days.
but it's just like that, right? So, but if he needs to play Stephen Curry, he would need to warm up. So it's the same thing. I
Right
mean,
now you're saying he's recording in the back to get back in shape.
you can't come with something weak.
That is true. That is true.
And I like Drake. Drake is he has great hits. He has very catchy songs. But let's say his disses, he has the words. But do they really land as like a diss? That's something else. I think in that aspect, Kendrick can do a better job. Like Eminem, for example, you can say the same words that Eminem uses, but it's just
The way you
false.
put it in.
What I think is that Drake.
Hey,
what
man.
I what I
Hey,
think.
you need to
Let's
stop.
say I see Drake's Drake's Drake's
Okay, that's it.
Drake's way of beefing is saying, I'm look at me living the good life. I'm here, you're there. But to really go in, I don't think he should. That's not his style. He shouldn't do it either.
I'm curious how he's gonna respond to this. I mean, they've been throwing shots. So what you can see, people broke down this whole beef. Apparently, if you really look, both Drake and J. Cole have been throwing shots at Kendrick for a while now. So I mean, at a certain point, you need to up the arms and start.
Yeah, the Drake and the Kendrick and J. Cole one surprised me.
Yeah.
Because I thought they were, they were in the same class. They came up, so rap class, right? Same year, more or less, came up together. So, yeah.
I mean, in hip hop, there's always
They have like,
you always have to have a top dog, someone who's on top of everyone. So I think that's a competitive aspect of
yeah, but
rap.
maybe I think that's just musical too.
Musical. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so musical, not physical. Like when they see each
Yeah.
other.
I'm talking about who's best lyrically and
Yeah,
to that stuff. Yeah, I'm not talking
but
about.
it also has to do with style because I can appreciate Kendrick's style, but it doesn't resonate with me. Because at least let me talk about the former, like the mixtapes and the first album, and because I resonate more with J. Cole, and so because I can appreciate both their lyrical skills.
Are you sure that's about being lyrical?
It's not about skin color, if that's what. If that's what Asshole.
Oh man, you cut me off early, man.
Such a a-hole, man.
And unite! Unite! Beige! Beige power!
Hey yo, when we march, we march like this. That-
You walk like this! Hey, this is the sign. We have black power, you have beige power.
I know that's where you were going, man. Uh, I know that's. I know that's. I, I knew where you were going with it, man. Come on, I know you way too well.
Oh, man. You cut me off, man. Oh, that was a fine road that I was heading to. Hey, man. But yeah, let's see how this ends, man. I'm curious how Drake and J. Cole will respond. Anything you want to say?
No, that's it, man. We got this.
Hands up, don't shoot.
Hey,
Let's
hey,
continue.
hey, KR, we have Drake and J. Cole.
Hey, we need to double back. Hey, wait, I think we have to get Tupac out of his grave to wrap this one. Let's
Yeah, you still
continue.
have Diddy though.
I'll let Diddy send the goons to those two. Oh, we got Ray J too. Don't forget about them and his goons.
No, aren't you seeing a pattern? All those weird things are happening on your side.
Well, let's just talk about Russell Simmons because he's very beige. Yeah, no. Let's not,
More or less.
let's not do
More or
that.
less. I know it's more your side, man.
Hey,
On the spectrum of you.
and let's talk. If we talk about spectrum, light bright niggas, Michael Jackson.
No, well, he started. No, he started brown. No, I get it.
Trump card. Bam. Hey, let's continue with Sam Bankman, man. Sam Bankman. We've been covering Sam for a while now, and I think this is the last part of that story. He's been sentenced to 25 years. Yeah. Have anything to say about that?
Nope. I wish he rots in jail. He screwed a lot of people over, stole a lot of money, made a lot of people lose money. Uh, yeah. So I have zero. Zero compassion for him, his family. They were all in it together. So at least the
They were
parents did.
crying actually about him. They were crying.
Yeah. What?
The mom and dad were crying.
Yeah, of course they're crying. It's their child, but at the same time, they also reap some benefits of the kid. So yeah, I mean the pain caused to them was caused by the child, not by you and I, nor by the government, nor by court, nor he did it on his own. And yeah, he deserves it. He still tried to talk to convince people that what he did was good. It was all great. But he stole from a lot of people. I made a lot of people lose money. So yeah, it is what it is, man.
I do agree with you on that. 25 years is more than what what's the Theranos chick again? Holmes. Elizabeth Holmes got. She got 11 years. And it's much less than what Bernie Madoff got. He got, I think, life. So somewhere in between. I guess those payouts kind of worked out for him. Because it was the biggest, don't forget, it was the biggest fraud case.
In the history.
It was bigger than Madoff. So
Yeah, and still he got less.
yeah.
On the other hand, he was paying politicians. So
That's what I said. Those payments paid off, maybe. I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know.
I think you call it. I think you call it goodwill.
Yes. He help you, you help me. I scratch your back, you scratch my back.
He's
Pause. Pause.
Diddy. Can you imagine
So
how Diddy finished that sentence? Sentence.
it
I
wasn't
scratch
true.
your back. I scratch your back. You fill in blank or brown.
Hey, let's
Hey,
talk
let's go.
about let's
Pause.
talk about hey man, you trying to get me. Country Straw, quietly welcome to Twins. Uh, we are talking about the country straw called.
KR, what is this, man? Is this double tacho? Why is this a topic? Which
Well,
star is this?
well, it's the opening. It's the opening towards another topic. It's
Okay.
the it's the this is the guy,
The
the
black
country star,
country.
black
Okay.
country star. Yes, yes, Jamie Allen,
Okay.
and
Is the chick oak?
well,
She's
she's
white.
not white. She is white.
She's white. Okay.
So this was her husband before it all happened, and
Oh, she
she was
divorced
a
him.
long time fan. So she's been fans for years. And then she thought,
Af-
you know what, maybe I can solidify my fandom and bear some kids.
But was she divorced? So she divorced. She divorced her husband first, and then
Well, it seems like she got a kid while they were married. And then they divorced.
she got a kid. The kid with the country star or with the husband?
Bro, we're talking about she got twins
Yeah.
of the country star. So the country star's
Oh,
kid,
while she was married. Wow.
and then they divorced. Look at how happy she is.
She's happy. Yeah.
I guess the husband isn't. But this is the opening towards another topic because there
Okay.
seems to be something that's happening quite often lately where maybe it wasn't Alan's kid. Maybe it wasn't
Alan.
Alan's kids.
Who's Alan?
Alan, Jamie Allen, that's the country star.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That's
I
his,
don't know this,
that's
man.
his name. You should know the black country stars, man. Beyonce is about to bring out a country album. So you
Yes,
got
I
to
know that.
get in line with the country, the
I
black
know.
country
I
stars.
know two country stars. They're both female. One of them is Beyonce. The other one I follow. She's a lady, but I don't have her name. But I know other. I know other country stars too. Black country stars. You have. I think Ibonetrix. That's a star in the next galaxy, I believe. It's like a black star.
I was expecting you to say Dallas Cowboys star, wide receiver.
No, no. Did you say white receiver?
I'll continue. I'll continue. I'll continue. So apparently there is this this couple, Rachel and Paul Buckman, who got their kids, a new baby, Cash Jamal Buckman, was born on Saturday 6 p.m. So I'm gonna show you a video of the Buckmans and take a look at this. Can you hear it?
Comes with an explanation that yes, Paul is the father, and Rachel has African American DNA in her, which can skip generations and cause a child to be born with darker skin. The baby is also a discolored because it has jaundice or something, probably.
Look at the baby.
Rachel, you know good and hell well. That baby does not have jaundice. That baby has jaquandis, deshaundis, lebrondis. Does not have jaundice. You was getting that man dongus, is what happened. Rachel has African American DNA in her. Yeah, I bet she does. I bet she was getting a lot about 9 months ago. Y'all got to see this baby. All right, this truck stop posted. Here's their Caucasian cashier, Rachel, just had a new baby with her white ass husband. The baby's name is Cash Jamal Buckman. The post comes with an explanation that yes, Paul is the father, and Rachel has African American DNA in her, which can skip generations and cause a child to be born with darker skin. The baby is also a discolored because it has jaundice or something, probably. Rachel.
The quandrous.
Hey, man. Sometimes maybe it's not Alan's kids. Maybe those kids have the same thing Rachel has. It skipped a generation.
Maybe. I think he I think he needs to if the baby isn't his, if the baby isn't his, indeed, then I think he should be happy that she cheated with a black man. Because or else she wouldn't have been able to tell the difference. Apparently, he can't now. I I do know, however, that sometimes babies can. I don't know. I think they can. It's the other way around, right? So when they get born, they can have like a lighter skin, and then they turn
Yes.
darker.
Yes, they turn darker.
So this one will only get dark,
Some never get dark. Some never get dark. They just,
stay the same. Yeah.
yeah, they turn.
Hey man, love is uh
Love trumps everything.
you guys have OJ, Cosby.
He's gonna bring up OJ. Watch out before I send him to. OJ is a real killer in Manila. So watch out.
Kels, Robert.
Hey, best R&B singer ever. What do you have? Maxwell. No one knows him.
Maxwell is a hell of a singer, man.
He's not Kels. He's not Kels.
That's true. He's free. He's free. He's walking around. He's free.
He's not Usher.
He's his conscience is clean.
Oh man. Hey, let's close the show out with a crazier story.
We've got Justin Timberlake.
Bye.
We've got JT, man. We've got Justin.
Man. You're claiming white now?
No, man. He's light skinned, man. He's light skinned.
He's light bright. Hey. Oh man. Hey, let's close this show out with surgeon pulls out eel out of a man's belly. A live eel. In Vietnam, a horrified story of a 30-centimeter long eel. The eel was found by the Vietnamese surgeon after a 34-year-old man in the northern province of Quang Ninh in Vietnam was admitted to the hospital for severe abdominal cramps after complaining about stomach aches. Local media claims that he was given an X-ray and an ultrasound, which showed that he had a foreign body lurking in his abdomen. It had caused him intestinal perforations and peritonitis. I don't know what the heck that is. A life-threatening complication when tissue lining the abdomen becomes swollen. Oh, that's it. The patient was given urgent surgery and they removed the object from the mystery object just to find out it was an eel. This is a picture of the eel being pulled out. According to the surgeon, According to the man, he didn't eat no live eel. So the surgeon had only one way to explain how the eel got in. A man has only two openings. Well, we have four. Two in the nose and one mouth. And
The
a dick.
ears. And
The question is, did he send that eel up the duck chute? Hey, man. So apparently it was through the rectum. That's what the surgeon is suggesting. So that must be a crazy situation.
I have so many questions that I don't want to ask.
Yes, I don't either. But this is the story. This is the story. People, make sure that when you enter water, free water, make
Don't
sure you
put, don't put, don't put your,
walk with your
don't
hands
put your ankles behind your back, behind your head.
Yo, 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 hey, yo, hey, yo, guys, I think we need to, yo, my God. Hey, make sure you don't come up wide open in the water, man. Come on.
Don't put your
Oh, my
ankles
God.
behind your
It's
head.
weird that the guy didn't feel that shit going through, but I
Eel,
guess maybe some people don't have.
uh, an eel might swim in. Oh,
Oh, man. It's the worst way.
I
The
don't
eel
know.
was. Why is it so dark? Why is it so dark? I can't see anything. What the fuck? Oh shit!
Literally,
What
literally.
the smell? Man, this thing
Uh, let's
bite
stop
me.
this. Let's stop this. Let's stop this. Let's stop this.
Hey man. Hey, watch what? Hey, hey, Russell, don't jump in the water, man. I know Vietnam isn't Indonesia, but don't jump in the water wide open, man.
Hey, let's wrap this up, man. Guys, thank you for tuning in once more. Whatever your thoughts are, let us know in the comment section below. Rate the show by pressing the like button. Share the video with your friends, your family, and your enemies. And don't forget to comment, let us, at least subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out when we drop new videos. It's been a pleasure to serve you once more. And until next time, peace.
Peace.